On January 8, 2017, law enforcement officials found Gabriel's lifeless body near a local hotel. Their inquiry would eventually point toward Geneva and a number of additional suspects. Geneva Leal, 30, is about to be questioned by detectives regarding the killing of 32-year-old Gabriel Zalazar.
You're not under arrest. You don't have any warrants that you know of?
No, what
actually,
they checked.
They did?
When the dispute with my roommate.
Okay.
They checked.
So you don't have any warrants for your arrest. You're not under arrest right now. We're trying to talk to you, figure out what's going on, okay? Because we're not the lead detectives. We're trying to figure out what's going on, okay? Does anything strike a bell to you that may sound familiar?
No.
Okay. When you answered the door, you're pretty nervous.
Oh, I was on the toilet,
okay.
And I was just like trying to yell at, I didn't know who was at the door. I was just trying to, but the way y'all were knocking kind of freaked me out.
The questioning starts with a detective inquiring about one of Geneva's roommates and the color of the car they own. Authorities believe this car matches the one captured on surveillance footage disposing of Gabriel's body. Geneva quickly shows signs of unease.
Okay, what time did he leave today?
Well, he had just walked out. He was going to go charge my battery pack or something.
Okay, where was he going to charge it at?
In his truck.
What kind of truck does he drive?
I've never seen it.
You got this guy living with you?
Well, he don't live with me. He was just visiting. Like, he had just showed up, not even too long ago. And I was like, hey, does your car charger work without being turned on? Because my grandma's truck, when I went to get my kids, that's when I charged my phone because I don't have power. My phone was dead.
So you know he drives a truck?
Yeah.
How do you know he drives a truck?
Well, because he said.
What color truck does he drive? It's important that you be honest with us, Geneva. Okay.
Yeah.
Does he not park it at the house?
No, he didn't.
Where does he park it?
Well, because he didn't. Right. Oh my God. I really don't know. Because
Well, I can tell just by talking to you that you do know.
I've never seen the color of truck.
Okay.
So
I noticed when I searched the house for any other people, there was carpet missing.
Yeah.
When was the last time the carpet was there?
The carpet was there yesterday. I fell asleep. It was before sunset. I had Anna there and my boyfriend, Meech.
What's your boyfriend's name?
Meech.
What's his real name?
Demetrius. How do you spell it? I don't know.
Is he black?
Yes.
What's his last name?
Lights, I believe.
So between 5 and 11, your carpet is missing?
Yes.
Okay. Why would your carpet go missing?
I don't know.
It's your house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you give anybody permission to pull up your carpet?
No.
Okay, why would you didn't ask any questions?
Well, I've been trying to get a hold of everybody. But my phone was at 4% when I woke up.
This phone?
Yeah. It was at 4% when I woke up, and everybody was gone, and my garage door was left unlocked.
Investigators believe that the murder took place inside Geneva's apartment. The body was then transported in a truck and dumped in the hotel parking lot. In addition, the absence of a piece of carpet in Geneva's apartment adds weight to the evidence accumulated against her and the other suspects.
And it didn't come to light, why is my carpet pulled up?
Well, I wondered why everybody was gone and why, I wondered a lot, but
where's all your furniture at?
Right there in the kitchen.
You don't have any living room furniture?
No. Just the two couches.
Where's the couches at right now?
Right there in the kitchen.
Okay. What if I told you that we talked to somebody that said that you had more furniture in the house than what I saw?
No.
So we talked to people that was it Geneva? We talked to people. Okay. And there's more furniture that was in your house than I saw. Alright. Your carpet is pulled up for a reason. Okay. And we need you to be honest with us. If you know what happened, you need to start telling us what happened. Because we're not in here pulling you in here for any odd reason, right?
Yeah.
We don't just pick you up and say, we know some information. We're trying to get to the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
Something bad happened, right?
Well, yeah.
And what happened?
From my understanding,
The authorities suspect that Gabriel lost his life due to a combination of head injuries caused by trauma and a gunshot wound. The crime is believed to have taken place inside Geneva's apartment. The body was later placed in a pickup truck and dumped in a hotel parking lot. A piece of carpet missing from Geneva's apartment further adds to the volume of evidence pointing against her and the others involved.
And then, like, afterwards, like, dude, like, tried to rush, like, at her, and then somebody shot him.
Did you witness this?
I didn't witness all of it, but
All of it? What did you witness?
I witnessed him dodging at her, and I ran to, like, I was at my room, and I kind of shut the door, and...
So who is this? Who is this guy?
Who was who?
Who is this guy that got shot?
Gabriel.
How do you know Gabriel?
He popped up with Anna.
Well, we that's who we're here to talk about. We found Gabriel. Where did we find Gabriel? Do you know?
No, I don't know, because I didn't go with them.
Who dropped him off?
Anna did.
Anna? And who else?
I'm not too sure who.
You said them. You need to be honest. All right. We already know a lot of information. You need to tell us and be honest. All right. Because as far as I know, it's at your house.
Yeah.
All right. And something bad happened at your house. A murder happened at your house.
He was still alive when they left with him. They were supposed to drop him off at the hospital.
Start telling me who.
Unable to cope with the pressure, Geneva starts to talk. She reports that she was with Gabriel and several other people when one of her friends accused him of attacking her a few days earlier. Enraged by the accusation, Gabriel reacted by assaulting the woman who had accused him.
What was going on at your house? What caused everything to happen?
Well, we had just figured out that Gabriel was a sex offender.
Who did?
All of us. It was just like, usually when I first meet somebody, first thing I do is Google them. But I hadn't with him. And him, Jacob, and Josh had went to go eat breakfast at Days Inn that morning. So it was around like 6 o'clock in the morning. And him and Jacob got into it. They were arguing. And I kept telling them, hey, just calm down. Just, let it all go. Well, they were trying like to fight something about respect or something. And then he kept pressing me on renting the room. And I said, let's give Anna till sunrise. If she don't show, then I'll rent you the room. But then I started, because he kept bragging about his prison time, and about who he knew, and, and last couple of days he had been talking real crazy with me about how he was there for me, and that was his only reason on being there, and how he was Gabriel the Archangel, and how he was God. And then it went from that to him telling Jacob he was the devil.
So he's acting kind of strange?
Yeah, he started acting real strange. So it freaked me out, and I was just like, well, after she said that, he kind of dived, at her. And then he ended up shot.
Who had the gun?
Jacob. Yeah, it was Jacob.
Geneva identified the shooter as Ronaldo Jacob Enriquez. So far, she has tried to disassociate herself from the murder. However, what the police still don't know is that Gabriel was alive after being shot. Geneva didn't allow anyone to kill him immediately. On the contrary, she beat him with a stick because she wanted him to feel pain before he died.
So he died at Anna, and why does Jacob already have a gun out?
He got a gun. He said he was going to get a gun to protect me because a lot of people have been out to get me.
And so at what point in time did he pull out the gun?
I don't know. He always just has it, with him. And I tell him, dude, you shouldn't even pull it out unless you're going to, use it, So
Gabriel's acting crazy and Jacob pulls out the gun or something? Or what happened? How does the gun come into play when Gabriel's acting crazy?
I honestly don't know. I just know he had it out already.
Okay. What were you hearing in the room?
I just heard, him scream. That's all I really remember is his screams.
So that's the last thing you can remember is him screaming? Because he's dead.
He was alive though when they left.
How'd you find out he died?
I didn't know he died. I didn't know he died.
How long before they left? From the time of the shot?
He was there laying, like, he was there for a while, moved around everywhere.
What do you mean moved around everywhere?
Like, because that was that morning, and before, like, anybody had even found a ride, none of us have a ride, you know, so before they even found a ride, it had already been hours, like, but he was still alive.
Was he talking?
When they loaded him, or when he loaded him, last thing he looked at me and said was my name.
It went on for a while.
Yeah, but I honestly don't know.
You didn't come up there and try to stop it, save his life? You just let him sit there and die?
I was scared. I'm not even gonna lie, I was scared.
So who was beating him up?
Anna.
Anna didn't do that to him.
Anna, I know she hit
By
him a
herself.
couple times with the bat.
Where's the bat at?
They got rid of it.
You just see a skull.
You
just see a skull. There was probably a bunch of blood, wasn't there? And this was all in the living room?
Mm.
So I can only
living room and kitchen.
So who cleaned up everything? It's your house.
I cleaned up the kitchen. What happened to the carpet, I don't know.
You do know.
I don't. I jumped in the shower.
Who was picking up your carpet?
I guess Jacob and Josh, because they were the ones that were in there when I got out. I'm serious.
So it was Jacob and Josh for sure, or you guess?
I guess, because like I said, I jumped in the shower. There was carpet.
When was this? When did you jump in the shower?
That night.
And why didn't you call for help?
I didn't know what to do. I didn't.
You think somebody's gonna survive with a gash in their head like that?
I really didn't know what to do, and I kept saying, like, I should have just called 911 from the get-go. I said, but I already cleaned up, like.
You're scared that you're in trouble too?
Yeah. Like I said, my kids are all I have. Without them, I have nothing.
Everybody that we talked to, are they gonna say that you had anything to do with it?
I mean, no.
You need to be honest with us.
I don't know.
It's time to face the facts.
I really don't know what anybody else is gonna say.
Are they gonna say that you assaulted Gabriel? Did you assault Gabriel?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You didn't get upset that he was a sex offender, or?
No.
I
got upset thinking he was out to get me because he said, and I mean, I tried to ask him after he was shot. I tried to ask him that why did he tell me that he was there for me in the first place? Because I've had a down coffee in my inbox who claimed to be a preacher and stuff, but he talked the same way as Gabriel.
And when we find a dead body, we process that body for people's DNA. Is your DNA going to be on his body?
I honestly would not be able to tell you.
The only reason it would be on his body is if you touched him, right?
Yeah, but I never touched him.
You're absolutely positive.
I'm positive.
So if we find your DNA on him, well, why would that be?
I never touched him.
You never assaulted him?
No.
Do you have anything to do with his death besides cleaning it up and not calling the police?
I blame myself for it. I feel the guilt for it. I told everybody that I would take the blame for it.
Why would you do that if you had nothing to do with it?
Just because, I mean, somebody has to, you know, somebody has to be responsible. And I hold myself responsible because it did happen in my house and I didn't get him any help. So I do feel responsible.
The detectives end the interview with Geneva, and she remains in police custody while the investigation continues. With the name of the shooter in hand, the police act quickly, locating Ronaldo and taking him in for questioning.
Why don't we, so what's going on?
What's going on was, I didn't even know what y'all talking about.
Okay. Well, you just said you wanted to get it out of the way.
I just wanted to get out everything.
You said that you wanted to talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know.
I know what we're here for.
And that's what I mean. What's your story?
That one, I was the one that killed him. I was the one. But here's my side of the story. The reason why is because the guy threatened me with his own gun. Yes, and I know I'm going to go to jail for this, but yes, I feel bad. Yes, I really do. But I felt that it was my life over his. He was going to take my life. Yeah, and what I did was pretty bad too. And I'm like, cool, it's wrong. But at the same time, it was my life over his.
That's what we want to hear.
Do you know?
We want to hear the backstory. We want to hear what happened. Do you know him?
I don't really know.
Do you know what he goes by or his name or anything?
I don't.
How did y'all like?
I just knew him because he said his name that day. His name was, I guess he goes by something, what was it? Biscuit? That's what he said.
Okay.
That's what he told me.
So tell me what happened that day.
That day, okay, it started off that he wanted me to bow down to him. Like he was some kind of god or something. I don't know. For some reason, he thought he was a god. And I was getting mad for the simple fact that I shouldn't have to bow down to nobody. But, like I said, I feel like that I was just protecting myself. Really. Really, really, I was protecting.
Where were you guys at?
Where
were you when all this happened?
when he got killed?
Uh-huh.
I just told you I was the one that killed him.
I know, but where were you? There's just some questions I have. I just want to make sure that...
I was at...
Like geographically.
Yeah.
Oh, at Neva's house.
Ronaldo admits to killing Gabriel, but claims it was in self-defense. The detectives ask him to tell their version of events.
Like, whenever I did that, I don't know what happened to the body after that. I don't. But I know what you're trying to get to. You're trying to investigate what happened. And...
You know what I'd like to... Kind of what I want to set up, because I wasn't there. Detective Phil wasn't there. And nobody can give us your story but you through your own eyes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I want to be able to kind of picture myself there and see kind of what was going on.
I just don't want
You don't want to get anybody else in trouble? Is that the deal?
No, I just don't feel like...
Because the hardest part, you've already done the hardest part. I mean,
Yeah,
the hardest part.
I know that.
Come in here and own it, you know?
I don't know his name.
What part of the house were y'all in when you shot him? Where were y'all in the house? Where inside the house were you?
I was in the living room.
In the living room?
Yeah.
Was there anybody else but you and him in the living room?
Yeah.
Several people there?
No, I was the one in the living room.
With anybody else other
Me
than
and
you
him.
and the guy that got shot? Just you two?
Just me and him.
Where were the other people in the house? Do you know?
Neva was in her room by herself, and my brother was outside with, I don't remember that dude's name, but that dude that's on the news right now, that black dude.
Mm-hmm. So he's acting all crazy, telling you to bow down to him, saying he's a god.
Yeah, like he was, that dude was on something when I first seen him. Like, I knew him from a couple of times, meeting him and stuff. You know, he's been a good guy with me and stuff. And then all of a sudden, I guess he felt that I disrespected him somehow. Like the way I said something to him, I told him, you know, that day he was acting very disrespectful, you know, to others. And then on the cool, I mean, I'm just trying to remember what all he told me that day. That day he was on something really bad, and I'm really hurt right now.
So
like he wanted me to go help him kill someone else. That dude that died, he wanted me to go help him kill his mom and his brother. That's what he wanted. I don't know why. Don't know why, but on the whole he did. So, and I told him I don't feel right. I said I don't feel comfortable. But whenever I got threatened with his own gun and said, "Quit being a bitch."
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I was like, all right. So what I did was I hit him one time, grabbed his gun, shot him.
According to Ronaldo, during an argument, Gabriel allegedly pulled out a firearm. Ronaldo claims that he managed to disarm him and shot Gabriel using his own gun. He also claims that Geneva played a significant role in both the murder and the hiding of the body.
They were the ones that threw the body and stuff. Them two were the ones that threw the body. Me, like I said, I only shot and stabbed him. I only did that. Homeboy only did the black dude. I don't remember. I'm not good with names, like I said.
Yeah, is it a nickname or anything?
No, I just know. He's just a dude with the puffy hair.
So it's the same guy you saw on the news yesterday.
Yeah, same guy with puffy hair. I just don't know him by that name.
Ronaldo's testimony leads the detectives to someone else, Dimitri. Ronaldo claims that he was the one who helped Geneva dispose of Gabriel's body. With this new information, the police quickly locate Dimitri and take him in for questioning.
We've spoken to several people. We have processed several locations for evidence, and their names come up from several people as being kind of around this guy or kind of in the same place he was on Saturday over at Geneva's house.
Okay.
You know Geneva?
Yeah, I know who she is. So that had nothing to do with me.
No, they're saying that it did because they said that you got involved in it too, and that you were part of the one like beating him and all this stuff, and it was your idea to get this other guy to take him, to put him in the back of the truck and take him over to the carriage house. And then y'all get out there, get him out of the bed of the truck.
So you're saying I'm out there on camera? Who it is?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's unmistakable, and he says it's you. And if it is you,
No.
yeah.
Doesn't even know me.
Why do you think that we'd be at that house today, putting all that effort into trying to talk to you? If I wasn't
Exactly.
serious, if I
That's
wasn't,
what I'm saying.
I'm being honest with you. I'm being
That's
straight.
what I'm saying.
Dmitry realizes that the others have already incriminated him. He admits to having been present at the time of the incident, but denies any involvement in Gabriel's death.
Like previously, before that, him always like he played mind games with people, and I guess Jacob was the wrong person to play a mind game with. So he would play mind games with people talking about I'm God and stuff like that. So, like I said, it was already out of whack.
You like a sit dude? Because that's not right.
But if you would probably sit there and listen to his stories, you'd probably just be like, yeah, he's either one or the other. You're telling the truth or you're crazy. He's hit on the head, you know, so.
So what happened with Gabriel at that point?
Every time I seen Gabriel, he was all responsive, you know. Like, he was good, but he was just like dope fucked or something. I don't know, like he was crazy.
Was he bleeding?
Yeah, he was bleeding.
Oh, where?
Facial. It was really, I could see.
Okay. You're telling me you were there, except for all of the times when it might be questionable about you being there. You're like, yeah, I was there, but I wasn't there when the guy got beat. I wasn't there when he was okay. It wasn't okay. Now you could see his skull. His skull was exposed. Everyone was aware of this.
But,
He was not okay. He wasn't sitting up talking. He wasn't sitting up being silly. It wasn't any of that. And if you're telling me that he was, I know that's also not true.
you saying he wasn't up, period, responsive.
He might have been like making noise. Everybody said he was just making noise and stuff like that. But the other people
Yeah,
there.
because I don't know about that part because they probably were there throughout the day. But when I came by.
You said you were in and out all day.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. If they were constantly there, like when I came back, they were
You
still
saw
there
him
at the same
several
spot.
times. Yeah.
They saw him in the same spot. Yeah, he probably was moving, but I mean, he was.
Did he look like someone to you that you thought was going to survive or not?
That's a question.
You ever seen anybody beat that bad before?
Yeah.
Did they live or die?
Is that?
You ever seen someone's skull?
Yeah.
Did you see his skull?
No.
You dismiss all of the explanations between the two, as that's any explanation you would be there. So I got to assume that none of that's the reason you would be there. Either that or maybe it's way on the left. Maybe y'all want him to die. Maybe you thought he would die. Maybe y'all thought he would die. Maybe that's what people wanted to happen. I don't know. But as people look at it, and it's like, look, you can say you didn't do it all you want. You can say you weren't there all you want. But there's evidence you were there. There's the other people involved as witnesses that you were there. But you dismiss it all like you weren't there. That doesn't change any of that.
Despite almost 2 hours of questioning, Dmitry continued to deny any involvement in hiding the body. In the end, Geneva was sentenced to 20 years in prison for tampering with evidence relating to a corpse. Ronaldo pleaded guilty to murder and received a 25-year sentence. Dmitry, who was initially charged for his alleged involvement in the crime, had all charges dropped after prosecutors concluded that there wasn't enough evidence to warrant his conviction. What did you think of this case? Share your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on upcoming content.